Hello everybody and welcome to Creativity Time. My name is Tatiana. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Australia, and today, so 2 weeks ago, we created these fun, fantastic cards using, what was it called? The Confetti birthday kit, and I had promised to share some alternatives, and I thought it'd be fun to do the alternatives together during the live, because that way you can see how I create them and my thought processes. So let's not waste time here and flip. So here's the kit, and once again, here are the original design cards. So I mean, these were absolutely so much fun to do. You can find this video from 2 weeks ago. There's 3 cards, 3 different styles, and all really simple shaker cards to make. Simple in the sense that it's an easy shaker version. I love this version. And now we are going to kind of mix up the products and create our own products. So I will be bringing in a few other things. So what is great about kits is that you don't need anything else. But if you have a bit of a crafty stash, you can add some of your stash and create completely new and different projects. So let's just take out the supply. So what I mean about easy shaker cards is that you have these clear envelopes where you put in your shaker elements and that creates the shaker, and it's so easy. We'll put that to one side. We don't need that right now. And we're going to start with an alternative with this card. It's a simple alternative, but what we're going to do is create some blending, or not create some blending, we're going to blend some pattern into the present first. So there's the basic white that goes into the background, and I'm going to bring in the Foursquare decorative masks. And which one should we do? I'm thinking that one. All the little, decisions. Let's see, what do we think? Something simple, actually. Let's go with this mask. Okay, so put those to the side. Oh, this is what happens when I cut my nails. I don't have enough grip. And I'm just going to place this on my grid paper and tape it down. I'm just going to use some masking tape and just tape it down so that I can lift and see and add more color or add more or less depending on what I am going for. So am I going to center this? No, yes, maybe, I don't know. Let's see. That looks all right. So I'm just going to grab another piece of masking tape. Oh, come on. There. And this time I'm going to stick it on the back of this. I kind of want to center it. Hello, Jessica. How are you? I'm going to be making alternative projects using the confetti kit because it was so much fun. And I just thought it'd be fun to add a little bit of something extra. So, and now I've got Parakeet Party, and I'm going to blend that in with my blending brush. So, and I don't really mind if there's some spots that are darker, others lighter. It's creating a texture. That'll be fun. And now I'm going to flip that, not flip it, but let's see if I can position, should I say, so that maybe it'd be easier. I can get the crosses, they look like they should. Maybe I should be going this way. Aha, that's why I flipped the paper. So I'm repositioning so that, I don't know, can you see that? I can see my first lead blending, and I'm positioning it so that it's in between and sticking all of that down. And should I do that in a different color? What do we think? I think I'm going to do that in a different color. I'm going to grab the blueberry bushel. I haven't bought my big ink pad yet. And grab a small blending brush. And I probably should, before I start, should slightly wipe off the ink, even though it's a lighter color. I should. It's the right thing to do. And now I'm going to add blue little crosses. And that's going to create a fun texture background for our shaker. As I said, I wasn't too worried about making each one evenly colored, should I say. There, how fun is that? Close that up. Just wipe this one down. Oh, I don't think we'll be using it again. Might just put, oh, should close the ink patch, shouldn't I? It is fun. Thanks, Jessica. There. Now let's grab one of our shaker little sleeves and plonk it in. And now I'm just going to make sure I mix the shaker elements. And pour some in. Is that too much? I don't want to rip off the other cards. I'm just gonna, I feel like as if that's too much. Because I want to have enough for all the cards. It's hard to tell. And now let's seal that. And grab the bits that we need. Excuse me. Pop those out. Fold that. Burnish. I just like to burnish my folds. And we need the little cross. I'm just going to use glue. I know it says to use tape runner, or the tear and tape, but I find glue a little bit easier and more controlled. There. And now we can place. How fun is that? Eek, I like it. And I am going to be a little cheeky. It does suggest to put the tear and tape onto this, but I am going to put it here, because then I can see exactly where it is and where the windows are, and that way I know it's not going to stick out. So have you got this kit yet? Let me know if you have and if you've opened it, because I know it's two different hobbies, buying craft supplies and using craft supplies, hey? And now I'll pop our shaker element down. And there we go. And let's not forget our sentiment. I'm going to stick to the same sentiment as the original. Happy birthday, because I can always do with some more birthday cards. And where did the block go? Did I pull that out? Should I use that somewhere else? I think I'm using it somewhere else. I use it to prop my photos when I take photography, these ones. There. Oh, there. Happy birthday. But I'm going to stick the sentiment right there instead. Now, I remember this coming with dimensionals. Where did I put them? Oh dear me. It's never alive without me losing something, is it? Oh, here they are, right in front of me. Crazy. Shall they be right where I need them? I'm going to make it sit right there on the edge. There. So there is my first suggestion as an alternative. So here's the original. Maybe we should put the original on the left, and here's the alternative. Like, it's slightly different, but I think it adds a little some fun element. Which one do you prefer? Let me know what you think. I just realized there's a black bit there. That's better. Okay, so let's move on to the next card. And I think that's the cake one. We shall move on to the cake one. And I thought it'd be fun to add some texture to the cake as well. And I'm gonna mix that off and find, and this time I'm gonna do tone on tone. So I'm gonna stick this down with some masking tape. Where'd it go? So, and let's see, which one's cakey? Oh, this one looks cakey. Is that a word? Cakey? I'm just positioning my mask there, and this time I'm going to use Floaty Flamingo ink because this is on Floaty Flamingo. I'm going to do a light layer of this mask. Try to start off the mask. And by taping everything down, I can lift and check. And as you can see, that's very faint. So I'm going to plop it all back down and darken it all up. And remember, you can always darken things. You cannot take ink away. You can put more ink on, but you cannot take it away. There, that's a bit darker. Might just darken it ever so slightly along this edge a bit more. Because I want one end to be darker than the other end. There, perfect. That's exactly what I was going for. And now I'm going to take some more without the mask and blend that just along that one edge, bringing it up, but making it darkest at that edge. So that it's, I guess, ombre-ish. There. Just might flick that and do a tiny bit more in that spot. I like it. So you can peel that off, and this time leave that there so that I can use it for the next one. And once again, grab our little plastic sleeve. You see that? And add our sprinkles. Well, the shaker elements. They're not sprinkles, they're shaker elements. Again, I don't want to overdo it. I do want to get more stars. These blue stars are so cute and they stick to the baggie. There. Oh, I don't want them on my finger. I want them in there. Move the backing. And then with this one, I've got to make sure I remember where the darker edge is. It is subtle, and the camera, it's a bit less subtle in person than it is on camera, but it's still pretty subtle. And it's the cake one. Where's the cake base? There. Pull that. And so I want the dark bit to be down the bottom. And I'm going to do the same thing with the tear and tape. Place it on, because my last one, I got it into the window of the cake, which I'm not happy about. And just checking, what was the original? Oh, happy day. I'm going to stamp happy birthday as well. Okay, so this is my darker edge, so I can flip that down. Oh, forgot to fold the card and burnish it. That's all right, I can do that now. Though it's easier when the shaker element isn't there. But there we go. How cute is that? And we should have stamped our candles beforehand, because now that I've stuck that down, it's going to be a little bit lumpy, but I have a solution to that problem. So that's okay. Let's stamp the happy birthday. Will it fit? But it does fit on the rectangle one. So I'm going to do that. So I'm sticking to the original design quite a bit, but, you know, tweaking it. It's kind of like the next level kit. Level 1 is creating the kit as is. Level 2, introducing a little bit of an alternative. And dimensionals here. I'm going to go this side this time. And I'm going to stamp the candles on these little bits of scraps and then fussy cut them, because I forgot to stamp them and because this is something different. So, you know, two birds with one stone. Ooh, did not get that on my sweater. Yay. So one. We'll do 3 candles. And some snips. really not that hard to cut out. If you wanted to be fancy, you could use your markers and color in the different sections. So you could create a rainbow candle or alternating colors. Really, whatever you wish to do. And there. And now I'm going to use mini dimensionals because they're easier. Oh, even the mini ones are too big-ish. So I'm going to cut the mini one in half to put on the candle stalk. The actual candle? I guess it's the actual candle, isn't it? A little bit fiddly. Keep the backing. There. And then add the first one to the middle, and then I can add the other two either side. So the kit comes with enough supplies to create 9 cards, 3 of each of the designs. I'm only going to create another 3 today, and maybe next week we can create some more detailed alternatives, because these are similar to the original. So here's the original. Let's do original on the left. And here's my alternative. You can just see that ink blending in the background when you get up nice and close. But it just really does pop, and with having the candles up on dimensionals, that just really makes it stand out. Just that little bit of extra. So I'm really pleased with that. And I love the shaking element. Isn't it fun? Okay, so we're going to take this one. This is the original, and we're going to shake it up as well. So we need where is it? There it is. And we're also going to blend some ink on that, but we're going to blend the blue ink. And which one should I use? This one? Let's go with squares because the background is... So I'm kind of making sure they're straight. Take that down and grab the blue. Where's the itty bitty? Hello, where did it go? Can anyone see my blending brush? I used one for the blue. Oh, there it is. This is what happens when you craft and make a mess. You can't find things. And let's try to fade it out. So darker at that end, this end, and lighten it up. And we can lift. Fun. And make it a little bit more darker. There. Perfect. am pleased with that. Though, yes, I'm going to alternate that. So I did do this end because even though the original is landscape, I'm going to create this one in portrait mode just for fun, because I can. Prep the card base. I think maybe the original is supposed to be let's see. Yeah, the original was supposed to be portrait mode and I changed it to landscape. So now I'm going to go with portrait mode again. Okay, add our shaker elements. I don't know, maybe a bit more. Remove. Oop. Oh, come on. Keep down. And now, let's put the darker side towards the top. And this time I will put the Terran tape on the back here because that'll be the easiest. There's no windows that we're trying to stick it through, so it's okay. Just making sure I am happy with the positioning before I stick down, because Terran tape is quite adhesive or quite sticky. I don't know what the right word is there. And let's party. Grab another block because I'm too lazy to clean. There. So pleased that Blueberry Bushel is back. It is such a fun colour. Let's party! But I'm going to stick this right on the edge there and then trim that a little bit off, just for fun, just because. So just gonna make sure I know where that edge is. Put that dimensional there. I'm gonna go with 4 of them. And not in the middle, just slightly down, because that's how I roll. And then flip. And that is done. So there's last week's and there's this week's. Still the same, but a little bit different. What do you think? Do you like my addition of some ink blending? Here are the projects. I'm really pleased with that. And I love this kit. How fun is that? And let's see. I've been live for 30 minutes. I've done some chit chat and looking for stuff. So in 30 minutes, I got 3 cards done. And they're shaker cards, which are always pretty impressive. So I would say this kit is a fantastic investment in your crafting and your birthday supplies. So how fun is that? Thank you so much for watching. Next week I will be back 10 AM Australian Eastern Standard Time, Thursday, for another live. And I think what we'll do is create even more decorative, or enhance this kit even further. So this was a slight enhancement today. Next week we'll enhance it a bit further. Bye for now.